Yo! So we are back in Waikiki. We started off the day at SJC, which is the airport in San Jose, and then we took the Hawaiian Airlines flight to Honolulu, and now we're back in Waikiki. It's quite a bit more crowded than the last time we were here back in October. Right now it's April 2022, and
Thank you.
we start off our day in the restaurant called Okonomiyaki Chibo, and we got the hamburger steak and also the signature Okonomiyaki Chibo. And so you can see the hamburger steak was perfectly cooked. It was very good. I think the okonomiyaki was okay. I mean, I don't really like okonomiyaki in general, but I haven't had it for a while, so I think it's a good time for us to try it together. And the okonomiyaki was a little bit mushy to me, and so yeah, I mean, it was good. I really recommend eating there though, because even though it's kind of expensive there, the all the stuff is made basically fresh with the chef owner or whoever doing the okonomiyaki on the teppanyaki surface. So next up, we're gonna be heading towards a gelato place to get some ice cream for dessert. Change of plans, we're gonna go head to the beach instead and get a Mai Tai.
Oh my god.
We just got the Mai Tai at the Mai Tai Bar, which is right next to the beach at the Royal Hawaiian Center. And the Mai Tai was pretty good. I think it got, we're kind of not really used to drinking that much alcohol, so it got kind of strong at the end after we drank all of the pineapple juice at the bottom. And pretty much Claire didn't really want to drink anymore because it was getting too strong of an alcohol flavor for her, so I drank most of it. And so I'm feeling pretty good right now. And it's pretty expensive, but you kind of get to sit there and enjoy the view of the beach and take your time. The waiters there are very nice. The one we had was very friendly, and she came up to us several times just to check up on us. So we recommend the Mai Tai Bar on the Waikiki beach. We ended our first day in Waikiki at 5-Star Poke. It's just like a food truck poke place near the beach, and it wasn't crowded or anything, and it was very expensive, but the poke was actually really good.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good.
Yeah, Claire says it's pretty much like the best poke that she's had so far. So yeah, it was. We got the. I think we got the soy sauce tuna and the ginger salmon, and so it was a combo set which cost about $16, and there wasn't that much food in the meal, but it tasted very good. It was the right amount of saltiness and the right amount of chewiness and freshness. So we really enjoyed the 5-Star Poke. We started off our second day in Waikiki at Heavenly something Island Lifestyle. It's like a little breakfast cafe right next to our Airbnb, and we got the local eggs Benedict and also the French toast with the Hawaiian fruit. And the French toast with the Hawaiian fruit had papaya, banana, and also something else. What's the other fruit in the thing?
Papaya, pineapple, and
oh yeah, pineapple.
Banana.
Yeah, so yeah, the toast was good. I think Claire really enjoyed it because of the cream cheese or whatever, the whipped cream. And for me, I had the local eggs Benedict, and that one had the salmon and spinach in it, and I thought it was pretty good. It definitely tasted very healthy. and the atmosphere at
Cafe.
the Heavenly Island Lifestyle Cafe was very nice. It felt very chill, and there was a lot of people. It's very popular, so we definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a very busy, even it's just right open.
Check out our Airbnb this time in Hawaii. It's in the Marine Surf Waikiki building, which is right smack in the middle of everything in Waikiki. It's very well situated, and the room itself is nicely designed, and it has a lot of nice little touches. There's a nice view outside on the 15th floor. You get a little bit of a view of the ocean, but mostly it's the view of the city. It's not too loud up here because it's on the 15th floor, but at night we do have to turn on the air conditioner to kind of drown out the noise from the outside. Overall, I think this is probably one of the best Airbnbs that we've stayed in. Definitely, it's nicer than the one that we stayed in the first time we were in Hawaii, but this one's a little bit louder than the other one. But overall, I think it's better. I forgot to mention that the best thing about this Airbnb is it has a high-end bidet from Toto. We started off our third day in Hawaii at Kona Coffee Purveyors, which is a very popular coffee spot near the Hawaiian shopping village, and there's always like a ridiculously long line there. You can see kind of like at least like 40 people are always in line all the time. Even when we got there at 20 minutes before it opened, the line was already probably like 8 people long. So we got the Kona Nitro cold brew and also the Kona latte, and it was okay. I'm not really sure if it's worth the wait. We also got some pastries there, the seasonal quinamon and also the classic quinamon and a lily koi bostock. The pastries are supposed to be from B Patisserie, which is a bakery originates in San Francisco, and so yeah, it was definitely not really worth it in our opinion. The pastries were okay, they weren't anything special, and yeah, so that was that. So now we are in North Shore, Hawaii. We started off in North Shore at the Giovanni's shrimp truck, which is probably the most well-known shrimp truck in Hawaii, and so we got the shrimp scampi. Basically the shrimp scampi is garlic shrimp with a lot of butter in it and 2 scoops of rice. So I don't know, I mean, for me the rice was really mushy, but for Claire, she really likes mushy rice, so she thought it was good. I don't know, it was like $17, and I personally think it's like overpriced, and it's definitely overpriced, but I think people eat here mostly because it is a well-known food truck. It's kind of like a landmark in North Shore, so it was good. I mean, it wasn't bad, so I think it was good. Yeah, we're supporting the local businesses. After the shrimp truck, we got some fruit at Haleiwa fruit truck, and we got the Hawaiian mix, which had the guava, it had mango, and then it had papaya and some other stuff. You can look at the list of the fruits in the Hawaiian mix. The Hawaiian mix was about $20, and it was pretty good. I don't know, the fruit was kind of bland for me. It wasn't that sweet. It wasn't like super juicy or anything. There was nothing that really stood out about the Hawaiian fruit mix. Yeah, but it was a nice change from the shrimp, the buttered garlic shrimp that we got from Giovanni's shrimp truck. And so yeah, we needed some fiber, so we got it. Next up, we are headed towards Farm to Barn Cafe. We're not really sure what it has, but I think it has some juice and stuff that we would like to try out. So from Farm to Barn Cafe, we got the lemonade with basil cold pressed juice. It was really good. It's a really good juice, and we didn't really feel like getting anything else there, so that's all we got. We sat around and we enjoyed the scenery a little bit, and then afterwards we headed down the street to Matsumoto's shaved ice. So Matsumoto's shaved ice is a very famous shaved ice place in North Shore, and we got the regular shaved ice with the lily koi, the pina colada, and the lychee, and it was really good. The mochi balls were good. Everything about it was good. It was a nice, like, breezy atmosphere, very chill, and yeah, we enjoyed everything about it. Matsumoto's shaved ice. So it really doesn't look as vibrant in North Shore as it does on Waikiki. North Shore is more of like a brownish tint to it. It's kind of more hazy, and there's a lot more wind in North Shore, and the wind kicks up a lot of dust. So you kind of really have to make sure you're wearing some sunglasses while walking in North Shore, otherwise dust will probably blow into your eyes. Right now we're just walking down a random street in North Shore back to our car. As you can see behind me, it's pretty much a lot of undeveloped, kind of like farmland type environment here in the North Shore. It's definitely a lot different than it is in Waikiki. It's nice. It's also, you know, not as exciting as Waikiki, but it's a nice change. We ended our time in North Shore at the Banyan Island Grill. It's basically like a food truck in the middle of nowhere in North Shore, and we got the ahi poke plate and a side salad. So the ahi poke plate had a little small side salad with it, so I think you know, we didn't know that, so we bought another side salad. So we had a lot of salad. So the poke plate was pretty good. I think the poke place that we had in Waikiki the day before was better, but it wasn't bad. It was a good poke plate. And so yeah, we just ate there, and then we headed back to Waikiki, and now we are gonna head to King of Thai Boat Noodle, which is a Thai restaurant near Ala Moana, and we're gonna get some boat noodles and maybe something else. We just finished our meal at King of Thai Boat Noodle, and we would say it's the best meal that we've had in Hawaii so far. We actually went to this restaurant during our last trip to Hawaii back in October, which is 6 months ago, and you know, during that time the meal that we had there was also probably the best meal that we had in Hawaii as well. This time we got the soft shell crab salad, and then we got the beef Thai boat noodle, and both dishes are really good. They taste very authentic according to Claire, and so yeah, they you know, it's very good, especially if you like spicy food. If you don't like spicy food, it's still good, but I feel like, you know, if you eat Thai food, it has to be very spicy. So this concludes our, you know, our first 3 days in Waikiki. The next 3 days we're probably going to be